Yeah, hi guys. So it was a double-headed day, and I mean the first match, to be honest, definitely didn't live up to the expectations. It was a pretty dull one in the second innings, but this match I would say was a great one, to be honest. And RR really fought back hard, and the way they bowled in the second innings, that was really impressive, to be honest. So now Punjab has also lost one, and DC remains the only undefeated team in this competition. So I mean, it's getting heated up, to be honest. RR at one stage looked a bit fragile, but now they have registered two back-to-back wins, first against the Super Kings and now against Punjab Kings, who looked in some red-hot form, to be honest. So I'm joined by Abhishek, and Shamujjal is also joined us. So and Ritom is also here. So I would first like to ask Shamujjal. He's already come in a yellow shirt, so let me ask him something about CSK. I mean, what do you feel is going wrong for them this season?
I think the main thing that's going wrong for CSK is the batting is not working, and there have been a few nostalgic picks which is not helping either. And first of all, they are having a bit more spinners than they thought, and Chepauk is not giving them the pitches they want. They're giving them the red soil pitch, which bounces more, which doesn't suit three spinners. I think I mean, in T20, I think 12 overs of spin is a overkill nowadays when batsmen are going. So I think the peak of Ashwin for 9.75 crores is hurting them. That's a point. That one bowler, one few overs extra, and you are conceding 15-20 runs more. And then the batters are not helping either. So I think that's what CSK is having a problem. A lot of batters are not contributing. They actually prepared a batting lineup for a 150, 160 wicket, but I don't think these players can actually play for 180 wickets. So that's a problem. I think these guys and the guys they relied on Rahul Tripathi, Deepak Huda to do the impact batting. They are not doing the impact batting. Also, I think this is not much CSK like to drop a player after 2 or 3 matches when you are not winning. They usually a team who relies on batters to give them the impact, but they are going away from that. I don't think this helps much in a league of because what are the options they have now? Andre Siddharth or maybe
So
Vansh
this is the
Brady.
comment we got last day also. It's the famous Jitesh comment. Dosa idli, samach chutney chutney. Yeah, that's the situation with the CSK at this point. But yeah, I didn't get. I mean, they didn't rely on Tripathi that much. They stopped straight away, dropped him after 2 games, 3 games, I guess. Yeah. Also, Conway, I feel. I mean, Conway. I mean, the T20 game has moved past him. To be honest, yeah, he was one of their main players in 2023, but his game, anyways, has declined a lot over the last 1 or 2 years.
Yeah, yeah. Could
Yeah,
have gone for
and
a Finn Allen. Could have gone for a Ben Duckett to give them
yeah, I
the
think Ben
kind of
Duckett would have been the best choice for them,
yeah,
considering even if
a
they
Ben
give
Duckett or
spin
a Josh
pitches.
English. Josh English would have been a good pick. Ben Duckett would have been a good pick. I think also I think they relied a bit too much. They could have spent that money for Ravi Ashwin to get a Indian batter, a solid Indian batter like KL Rahul, who did not want captaincy. So
Yeah,
maybe
they even went for KL Rahul a bit, then they left him. They could have got some young talents like Ashutosh or Nehal or maybe some other kids who are doing well,
yeah,
Ankrish.
yeah, couple of things happened. One is I heard that they had a good connection with. They did not have a good connection with TNPL before. Sorry, the Tamil Nadu Cricket Association because of peaking of Tamil cricketers. Before for the past 6 7 years, they did not pick a lot of Tamil cricketers. So the cricket association was having and there also might be a few political issues for which there is a bit of uh, it's a relationship breakage between CSK and TNPL and TNCA.
Hala came in
So
10th over for tuk 19 भी बॉल पे बाउंड्री बट इज डूइंग एंड ये विजय शंकर की बैटिंग से तो वंश बेरी सो गया डगआउट में. Yeah, I got
yeah,
that meme.
Vansh Berry
Vansh
would
Berry
have
was
been a
sleeping
better.
beside Jadeja.
Yeah,
Saturday afternoon and he was sleeping peacefully. Even Jadeja, I mean, to be honest, Jadeja is also an emotion pick at this point of time.
So Jadeja is no more a seat in this format of the game. To be very honest, he is not getting ball in his
And
bat. I mean,
Jadeja
he
is
is not
also not
allowed.
that he's a 4 by 4 over bang bowler these days. I mean, his spell is not being completed most of the days. If there is a good left-handed spin hitter, you don't even have enough trust to bowl him for 4 overs.
Absolutely. The opening formation is not running well for CSK. Then Shivam Dube used to play a huge role in the previous years. This year also Shivam Dube is not playing
Yeah,
well.
Shivam Dube
It
also
is
has had a pretty lean season till now. I mean, he's not able to recreate what he did in 23 and 24 first half.
exactly. That
Yeah,
is what it is.
I mean, Ritam would be better able to say that. I mean, his team also is facing similar kind of situations. Both the two teams, I mean, that have dominated for quite a long time now, sitting at the bottom. I think MI and CSK both are at the bottom, right, at this point.
Exactly.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes,
I
yesterday
think
also I didn't find. I was
RR had a
expecting that
good
MI
win,
would
so they
win.
would go to six or something. I think RR will move to six.
Yeah, I think they
Yes,
had a good.
50-run victory.
Okay,
So
so Kavya is searching for Subradeep. Okay, I am informing him if he is available, he will come. But anyways, your team was also thrashed pretty badly by KKR. I mean, SRH is just doing the opposite of CSK. It's full of intent and no brains.
SRH is playing tomorrow against three
Yeah,
quality players, but in that Hyderabad pitch. I heard that that dispute between Hyderabad board and Hyderabad franchise is over now. So tomorrow they are getting a highway pitch.
yeah. Also, is there any talk of pitch from Ponting today or Shreyas? We need to watch out for that.
As of now, I didn't get anything. Maybe after the match in the press conference.
Talks have till now come up from Fleming, Rahane, then Flower. I think Zahir made the talk. Who else has done? I think
Zahir,
someone else also. Did MI say something? No, I think MI won anyways in the home ground, so there's no point. I'm already said I'm Kavi a fan. Okay.
Huge, huge net run rate fall for Punjab. They come from was 1 point something to 0.07, equal with KKR. This league is
exactly.
amazing.
They lost by 50 runs today. It's a huge.
Yeah,
So
Huge
though
loss.
The captain of Chennai Super Kings doesn't
yeah,
feel
yeah.
what is
That
a
that I
huge.
said last day. Yeah, but I
The
mean
league,
today
the
Rajasthan
table
and
is very
Jofra Archer
interesting.
particularly. I mean that spell which he bowled in the power play, he looked threatening to be honest.
Yeah, Jofra was bowling some serious hit today. 146 was his average speed. He was bowling some serious hit. Look like 2019 Jofra.
And
He's
I
coming
think
to the
RR
game.
have made a decision that we need to utilize Jofra more with the new ball. He has lost a lot of his old ball skills. He can't bowl that Yorker that well these days. And so what they've done is bowl more of Sandeep at the death or even Thikshana because Thikshana is that kind of a defensive sort of
That is a good
spinner.
move, I
And
would say. Yeah.
yeah, I mean, even with England, we saw on days, I mean, Archer can bowl well with the. I think today he bowled the
Yeah,
fastest ball of the season also, if I'm not wrong.
yeah, 149 kilometer, 149.9,
Yeah, and
almost
I
150.
mean, that fast over was lethal against Priyan. She got him, and then I think he got Shreyas. Yeah,
Exactly. You got 2 wickets, and when you lose 2 wickets in an over in the power play, also you are you stay behind the game, so behind in the game. So that is one thing because
yeah.
Exactly.
So
previously
I mean,
RR
all the
did not
teams are
lose any
creating that
wicket with
record
the
now.
over.
RCB did it after 2008. DC has done it after 2010. Who's next?
DC is a serious team. DC is a serious team. I don't see any
Of course,
weakness in DC. You can play DC in any pitch, they will do good. They have good batters, good pacers, good spinners, good spin hitters, good pace hitters, good finishers. Solid team. Hemang Badani has built a solid outfit. Should lift the
Yeah, to
title.
be honest,
The best.
DC looks pretty solid. I mean, unless they do something DC-esque in the playoffs, they should be coming close to the title now.
Yeah, DC looks most solid as of now, but so did Punjab was looking 2 days before.
Yeah, I
Today
mean,
looked
in this
like a
league, it requires a couple of games to shatter your confidence. Last year, Rajasthan was winning 6 out of 7 or 7 out of 8. Then they
yeah,
got into the rut, and it never ended. They straight away. kept on losing games. We saw it with Punjab in 2018. I remember Punjab won, I think, 6 out of 7, and then they lost all. RCB top two, yeah, as of now.
Andy Flower is getting a good team, but they're not getting the pitch of Chinnaswamy to behave like Chinnaswamy. So that's a problem they're facing. Once they get a complete highway track in Chinnaswamy,
So we have a
then
new
they will be
comment.
better.
Yeah, we have a new viewer called Forever
Yeah,
RCB. So
yeah.
yeah,
I'm not sure if you have
and
not subscribed yet. Please subscribe our
please
channel and
subscribe it.
mm, yeah. So tomorrow it's RCB. It's GT versus SRH. So what are your expectations, guys? I will first ask Pritam. I mean, SRH. Do you really see them using a bit of their brains, or again going with that motto of "Teen so par"?
I don't know if the pitch is flat. I mean, they get some. I mean,
Yeah.
see,
So
first
Kavya
couple of
Supradeep
overs,
is
if
in
they
the
get
chat. You
going.
guys can find it out in the chat.
No,
Okay.
I think we would want recorded the video one, not the chat one.
So see, if the pitch is
What
flat
happened
and
with SRH?
the first two overs
Okay.
they get
Anyways,
going.
let them fight out. And Ritam is SRH and GT.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. If they get a flat track and if Travis and Abhishek Sharma uh, get the things well for SRH, I think that would be a pretty good thing for SRH also. Of course, you may fail in this ultra aggressive mode a couple of times, but the best thing about it is when it gets going, something big is waiting for you. So I expect them to do well tomorrow. But I don't know how the pitch will be tomorrow and all these things. But I guess tomorrow they will play a little better than they were playing in the previous games.
Also, Abhishek Sharma and Nitish Reddy has been disappointing for SRH. I mean, they were two of their retentions, and Nitish Reddy was
Exactly.
one of the bright
Absolutely.
prospects. He has also got his India debut, but he's not been able to click. Abhishek has looked out of sorts.
Nitish Reddy is
So,
also not bowling. Nitish
yeah,
Reddy is also
Yes,
not
that
bowling.
is
We
really
don't know
good.
why. He should bowl. He should
yeah,
bowl. They do not have a great bowling attack. They need a two or few overs from Nitish Reddy so that they don't have to bowl Cummins out all who is having a bad day in the final. I don't know why Nitish
Exactly.
Reddy is not if Nitish Reddy is not bowling, his price does not justify the retention. He has to
So I
bowl.
yeah.
think yeah.
I mean,
Exactly.
As
He's not a power hitter
a
who
lot
can
of
hit the ball
and
like
a lot
Travis
of
Hooper.
their batting, which clicked last year, is not clicking that way. I mean, Head still has done his job in a couple of games, but Klaasen
Yeah,
also,
but
since the T20 World Cup final, has not
yes.
been able to play well in most of the leagues. Even if we see that SA20 where he was playing for
But
Durban Super
no,
Giants.
no. But one thing they did not
So we have a
get the
comment from
same.
Ritik Roy that Shankar playing a T20 match but batting ODIs and tests. 3D player for a reason. That's a good.
I don't think much wrong in what Shankar did. What were the other players doing for CSK either? So someone had to. They were 90 for 5. I
I
mean,
mean, Shankar is
impossible.
something that, I mean, when you bought Shankar, you bought him with knowing his abilities. It's not like he's a Russell or Pollard. You knew that he is that kind of a player. He's not someone who will chase down 14
And
runs
that's
per
what I
over.
said that but not better not to drop Huda because Huda and Shankar both are like players of same caliber mostly. So I think yeah, that is
Huda
the
is
where
completely. They're using Huda completely wrong. Huda should be the guy who comes and hits a few strikes and goes, not the guy who should consolidate. I mean, there's this multiple percentage batting thing does not work with the intent players. And if you want intent players, you have to back them for 14 games. They would win 2 games for you. So I think CSK's philosophy is not sitting with the players they have recruited. They are
Yeah,
sticking with
maybe they bought
philosophies from.
Huda and Shankar thinking of doing a Rahane or an Uthappa, but that thing is not
That's
working at
that's
all.
not what Huda does. Huda was in 2022 when Huda had his best season. He was batting
Exactly.
in a different way, and before that, when
and
Huda was playing as a finisher. So
I
and
think
and
LA
one more
quite
shocking stat is that
better than
yeah
CSK.
yeah one more shocking stat that in Ruturaj Gaikwad in 150 plus days in IPL he has an average of 15.6 and he has just 250 plus scores that only 150 only 144 or 63 other than that all single digit scores. So this is also a concern. Like Gaikwad is CSK is one of the best batters and if
Yeah,
he
I mean, at
fails
this
in big
moment, I think
well
Gaikwad is
chases,
in a position where, I
it's
mean,
not it's
he's,
not good.
I mean, he have to do the whole job. To be honest, he know, and he's also forcefully, I think, batting at number three. He can just to hold that middle order.
Ruturaj has to
Absolutely.
open, but they can stick with Conway and
Yeah.
Rakin and
So
ask
last time
Conway to
CSK
play.
chased 180 plus was when Dhoni got that 75, I think, in Chinnaswamy
I guess it was
2018.
in
That
2018 or something.
Yeah,
Yes.
2018 they chased down 206 against
and
RCB. Dhoni got 70 of 35. Rayudu got 82 or something, I think.
and I think Ritik has mentioned the 10th loss for CSK chasing
Yeah.
180 plus. So that speaks
Yeah,
volumes.
the only time I saw them chasing well was when it was needed the most, to be honest. I'm happy about that. But apart from that, it's been, I mean, thoroughly nightmarish things. That was in the 2023 final, the only time that all of them came out with some intent. And
That
2023, I mean,
was
when they had such a good season, it was mostly because Ruturaj was having such a good season. Conway was giving them the runs,
2020,
and
2023
Rahane
also
was
they would
doing
have
his job.
lost. 2023 final also they would have lost, but Raidu played an exceptional innings there in the final and retired right after that. So I think that innings Raidu, that's the player you need at number five. Someone like Raidu previously who would come and smash a few sixes and go. I mean that's the player CSK are missing right now. One player who comes, hits three sixes, goes. They had Samir Rizvi last time. They did not back him this time. They could have brought him back.
And same with
They
Mumbai.
brought Huda in place of, yeah.
Same
I
with
mean
Mumbai, who
that
Yeah,
used to have
Mumbai is
that
Pollard.
also struggling with that Pollard gap. I mean, and
Pollard gap. They're not.
Mumbai also
Hardik's finishing
No,
ability
they took
declining these days.
and they didn't pick Nail Vadera also, who played wonderfully today. So like
maybe
the
you cannot
scouts are
get
also
every
not
player
willing.
back in a big auction. You cannot
So
get so
yeah,
many players back in a big auction. It's pretty obvious
See,
you'll
I
lose
think
some.
Nehal Badera was not possible to get because
Exactly. Because
and
They
they
didn't
winning
backed
get
without
yeah,
Robin
him, these
Mins to
kind of
do a
things
bit,
will
but
occur.
Mins is also not doing.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
they
so
could
Men's
have
is
Subhradeep is
also
maintained
been a
mentioning Moeen
disaster.
Ali in 2021 used to
yeah,
do the same Rayudu job. Yeah, Moeen Ali was someone who, when they had that horror season in 2020, again, this kind of a season, less intent, they pushed Moeen into the number three position. The spinners coming, Moeen will come and smack it all over the park.
yeah.
Even in
They
the
invested
final, I
a bit
remember
on
Moeen
Shivam Dube.
smacked Chakravarti for two sixes, I think, in 1 over. He brought back
Yeah,
the momentum.
they invested in Shivam Dube. Shivam Dube gave them a trophy along with the other few players, but I think he's regressed a little bit, and he's past his prime, and for
Absolutely,
some
and I
reason
think
he's also 30
yeah.
plus.
So
Yeah, I
Kavya
think
is
Shivam
telling that
Dube,
read my comment.
Shivam Dube also has struggled a bit. I mean, it started from that second half last season when he struggled, but this year he has struggled against spin also a bit. I mean, which has been his strong forte.
So Kavya has a point that CSK is the worst power play team in 2025, 7.4 run rate. They're at number 10, worst power play team in this IPL. And Ritik is telling that
The top three
MSD's
teams in the history,
parents
I think, are the worst three teams in power play.
Yeah, we
As I was
and
discussed
having,
right.
तो सही
CSK
कहोगे
did not
तो
recruit
and
any
MSD's
Indian
parents
players.
came to watch the match.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah. Shamunjal, I think he was saying something.
yeah.
Yeah, we spoke about this. Na, CSK did not have any intent batters. They didn't brought anyone to go and smack in the power play. They want percentage batting, and at percentage batting, you will get this kind of innings only 40 for three. If
exactly we
they was
discussed about it that they build the pitch according to the Chepak conditions, and in Chepak you don't need a huge
Yeah,
power play score
actually,
or something.
yeah,
even when they were doing so great when the batting was doing well in 2023, I mean, Ruturaj tried to be the aggressor, Conway belayed the long innings, but the thing which clicked for them was Rahane playing that kind of innings at number three on a regular basis. He was giving them those 20
So
ball 40, 20 ball 15 kind of innings.
so Shubhradeep has a comment that the issue for them is not getting the balanced squad. 17 players they've used so far, which is the most so far along with 2015 season. They have used 7 of the
yeah,
overseas players. That's a story.
yeah. I think
Absolutely, I think.
this
Yeah,
also
hi
we
guys.
discussed.
Yeah, hi
Hi
Yeah,
guys.
Bloodline. I mean, you were back after a long time. Yeah, so I
yeah.
mean,
I think
CSK has also chopped and changed a bit, and I mean, this has happened last year also.
yeah,
Maybe they are no
yeah. This
longer
also
playing
we
in that
discussed
Dhoni
right.
philosophy.
We discussed this. The CSK is chopping a little more. I mean,
Yeah, so it's
it's
a
not very
balanced
CSK.
playing 11.
They're changing a little bit more. They're panicking too early. They need to stick to a point. Even if they lose three matches on a row, they need to stick to a point. You cannot drop your shoulders and show all your cards when your bike is not working for 1 or 2 days. I mean, they're chopping and changing too little too early for my liking. At least I would give all the players five matches on a trot before deciding if this player is flop. I mean, why you drop Tripathi after 2 matches? I mean, he was your only batter who could have given you intent if he found some form. If you
Mhm.
drop
Yeah,
him now, he goes to another team. His season is over. You bought him for nearly 4 crores. So you have to decide those things. So, I mean,
Yeah, I
too
mean
early to show your.
Overton last year
Really,
didn't get enough
unlike
balls to play. Now he's dropped today.
Yeah, too early to do these things. Too much of panicking. I mean, not very. I told you. I mean, this is not what. Yeah, that's what I told. They left Tripathi after which was last time that is. Yeah, that's what I told. I mean, they're chopping and changing too little too early for any teams liking. You cannot show all your that wheels are coming out so early. I mean, that's very unlikely a CSK or Mumbai thing. I mean, Mumbai also are doing a little more chopping and changing than my liking. Still now
Mumbai
Mhm.
KKR
also,
hasn't done that,
yeah,
but CSK is doing too much. 17 is too much. I mean, from a 23-man squad, you cannot use 17 players
I
within
mean,
four
17
matches.
used in just 4 games. That's shocking.
Yeah,
All of your seven overseas players used. So, I mean, they
and
started
too
with
much.
Karan, then Karan, they bought Overton. Now they brought both Conway and Rachin. Yeah, Shane Watson 2019. He struggled throughout that season, but they kept on backing him. Even Ambati Radu had poor seasons in between, but they kept on backing him. They backed Robbie.
Exactly, you will have poor
Very
seasons. There is
unlike
nothing
CSK.
wrong.
Very
You have to
unlike
back the
CSK.
players.
Look at how RR has backed Archer. After 3 matches, he has given them a man of the match performance. I mean, that's how you do it.
Exactly.
I mean,
Exactly.
you have to back your players. You have to
And
back your
Tripathi
players.
In
If
was
you
one of
can,
your
first match, he
frontline
got
players. I
selected for
mean,
the most
uh,
runs in an innings for an individual bowler, and then
Tripathi was the guy who was supposed to, I mean, give them the intent. You play him 6 matches, I can guarantee you, if you play him 7 matches, 1 matches, he will definitely score a say 30 ball 80. He's that kind of a player. I mean, you have to rely on him. I mean, I still don't believe Tripathi is past his prime, which many people are saying. I can tell you, Tripathi is a fantastic guy. He's a very good team man. I've seen him for years now. He's a very good team man. He gives his best for the team, and I don't know
and I
why
think
he's not
he
been
has had a
able
good
to.
number against Kuldeep also. I was seeing some matchups, so they needed him maybe today in that middle order. One thing they can try with Tripathi is playing him against spin, just not exposing him enough to that new ball.
okay.
And
Okay, I think Kavya has a comment that in last
okay,
live
the Ritik.
Subhadeep
Okay,
debated
let's take
with
Ritik's
me.
comment first. So
Yeah,
Ritik
sorry.
is saying
On a
Rashid
different
Khan
note,
looks
the
very
Khan
off
looks
Rashid
color
very
looks
this
off
very
color.
off
season.
color.
Yeah, it's
Absolutely,
been
and I
what in
think
the last two
and I
seasons, I
think his
think.
record from 20, yeah, 2023, its records are not that good. Yeah,
Rashid, I know a reason why Rashid is not working. He hasn't had an operation after which his action has changed and he cannot do that rapid arm movement. His ball is coming out a bit more loopy, and that's why his sharp turner or the zipper, which used to cause a lot of problem, that was his bit of mystery. That is gone. His ball is getting into a loop like Kuldeep Yadav used to face in some years. This happens with leg spinners. If your arm movement gets slow, your ball gets a little loopy and then it becomes very easy to hit. So Rashid will take time to get adapted to his previous self.
and I think
It's
Yeah,
that's a,
also
pretty
also
Subhadeep,
obvious.
concern not using the
Subhadeep is saying
full
that
quota
why
of
didn't they
spinners.
use their full quota of spinners? I mean, Ashwin looked good today, 3 overs, 21. Then they didn't bring him for the fourth over. Jadeja was given just 2 overs. They bowled Mukesh for 4 overs when Mukesh kept on leaking runs.
Yeah, that's why you don't need so many spinners. I mean, 12 overs of spin, it's overkill. You have to understand that you cannot spend 40 million crores of your budget for 3 spinners. I mean, that is a bit too much for my liking. They could have used that money somewhere else, a big Indian batter at number 3, number 4, and keep it to 2 spinners. Noor Ahmed and Jadeja was fine. They did not need Ravi Ashwin. That is an overkill. And they're becoming confused which over to use, going
and
too deep into matchup and showing all their cards at a while, using wrong players at wrong interval, like using Ashwin in the power play. Ashwin is never a power play bowler. If they wanted a power play bowler, they should have gone for Washington Sundar. He's also a Tamil guy. He knows TNCA. If you wanted a power play spinner, you could have gone for that. No, you didn't go. You go for Ashwin. Ashwin is a better middle over bowler. Now in the middle over, you have Jadeja and Noor. Noor is also a middle over bowler. So what do you do with Jadeja? You have to concede more runs. You play someone out of their place, out of their. You don't use your resources properly, and then you end up having a three spinners. None of them completes
I
their
think
quota, and it's
I
a
think Kavya
complete
has
disaster.
Most
responded to Shubhadeep's
importantly,
comment that
another thing
KL Rahul
that
is
I
looking
want
good
to
and thrashing spinner. That's why they not bowled all overs.
I don't think
another
that's the
thing I
reason.
want to point out that
I don't
even
think
if
that's the reason.
this three spinner
They
thing works
completely
in
miss
Chennai,
at the entire. I mean, they got miscalculation with too many of cards all at once, and they got miscalculated. They wanted to
Yeah, to be
go for
honest,
the
when at
wicket.
least
They tried
KL and
everything.
I think Tristan were batting, they could have given Jadeja one more over. I mean, he would have bowled better than Mukesh, to be honest.
another thing is that this three spinner thing may work in Chennai. Even if it works in Chennai, it is not mandatory that it will work in another grounds of this country because
Saptashri
many
can take the
grounds
comment. Yeah.
are not that good
Yeah.
for a spinner. So there CSK doesn't have much choice. They will be thrashed if they use too many spinners and all these things.
Yeah, 17
Uh,
it was when he started for RPS, Tripathi, then he came to RR, had two mediocre seasons, then he shone at KKR, and we all remember what he did at KKR for 2020 and 21.
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
what
he did not. He does not need to
was
do what he used to do for RPS. He just has to do what he used for Sunrisers in 2022 or the KKR in 2021,
okay.
2020.
Okay.
That time. That's enough for CSK. That's what they need. And for that, you need to. If you remember Tripathi when he first came back and started playing for KKR in 2020, he had
Yeah,
a couple
Tripathi, I
of
remember
bad
the first
outings.
match he played at number 7 with Morgan against DC. Then
Yeah,
he
and
was promoted up
then
the
they,
order, got that
yeah,
80
they
against
promoted
CSK.
him. Yeah, then they promoted him.
But
He
he was
had a
having
bad
issues
good
against
game.
the moving ball and slowly was brought down at 3 or 4 according to the situation.
Yeah, and then he played at number three, got a intent merchant for a considerable period of time. So you
And
have to
all
give
KKR
them
fans
the
will
time.
remember that 6 against Ashwin in that qualifier too, I think.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you have to give those guys the time. These are intent players. These are yeah, yeah.
Using
That's what
spinners.
Rutu's captaincy is not on point. That's
Shubhadeep,
absolutely
can you
yes.
just pin Kavya's second comment after? Oh, I think he was talking about the Tripathi one. He is good. He'll perform, but CSK dropped him. I am saying both Tripathi is not Rahane and Uthappa. Uthappa, you not listen to me. अब क्या बोलोगे? So maybe that is a comment for Shubhadeep to answer. Yeah.
See, I mean, Rahane also before 2023, did anyone
He
rate
had a
him
bad
in the
season.
IPL?
No, he
Robbie was
had a
No.
also
very good
washed.
strike.
Remember,
Yeah.
Robbie was also dropped by both KKR and RR after a couple of bad seasons. He was picked and he delivered a
Yeah, I
match-winning
myself
performance
remember
against
slamming
KKR.
CSK when they bought Robbie, and everyone was having a dig out at CSK that they have again gone for some random Buddha, so called. But then everyone remembers what he did in that DC game and also that KKR game where he just spoiled KKR's plans, smacked Varun, Narayan, and Shakib.
Yeah, so I mean that's why you have to give these players the time and space to perform. I mean, both captaincy and the environment of CSK is not all right. They are getting a bit too restless. They need to figure those things out.
Yeah,
Start
also
looked
I think with
promising today.
CSK
Good
having
signs
been
for
so
DC.
much successful over the years, they're not used to these kind of situations and they're becoming restless, losing 3 4 games on the trot.
I don't think this is a team that is getting managed by Dhoni. This is a team which is getting managed completely by Ruturaj and Fleming. They are in their new era, new time, and they're past that era of Dhoni and Fleming. They're new into the era of Ruturaj and Fleming. They have given them the reins, and now CSK management has to see how things pan out.
Yes, Ritik saying Stark looked pretty promising today. Good signs for DC. This team looks
Yeah,
pretty
this
Yeah,
balanced
we
as
comment
of
this
now.
discussed
comment
that.
is
We discussed
taken.
that.
We already discussed that.
Yeah,
And
we
yeah,
discussed
Yeah.
this. We
DC
discussed.
DC under Akshay Patel is looking a great team, and
And
I
Mitchell
think
Stark is having a decent season, I would say. He has started well this time. He looks more prepared this time around. I mean, last time he was searching for the perfect length for a long time. And by the finals, he just qualified. He was confident
It was
enough.
Yeah, he has
second
come
part,
this
I
year
think.
much more prepared than last year. He knows what he's doing, and he's a good player. He's a good player. He knows what he's doing now. He has adjusted to the length that is needed for bowling in this kind of pitches after having a successful IPL last year, and now he has just turned on the switch right from game one.
And Shubhadeep has a
50-40 to
comment
play
that
once. Yeah, yeah, I'm taking it. Once he gets the 50. Yeah, so that's what we were
Everyone is
saying.
talking
And my
about Tripathi too much. I mean, from first, I mean, he started from Tripathi and
will I see another
he's
person
moving on
apart
to
from
Adidas.
Fleming
Tripathi
coming to
will
the
know
pressure after a defeat? What are others doing?
What will I see? Another person apart from Fleming coming to the water.
and Tripathi, if I remember that for India also, I think when he scored, I think 24 or
See,
40,
he was
44 of
dropped from
24.
India for no reason, to be honest, I feel.
No,
I mean, he did his job
I
in the
think
two
no,
games.
I think he scored 44 or 24. I think against New Zealand or Sri Lanka. I don't remember the team. But then after that, he
Yeah,
was dropped and
Sri
never
Lanka, I think. Sri Lanka, then he
and
was
then
played New Zealand also.
he never came back. So I think injustice has been done to him on the international arena also. He was a great player of space and
And for
yeah.
Shubhradip's fifth question, I think, yeah, someone apart from Fleming, maybe the captain also has to come and say something. I mean, but you can clearly see that this team is managed by Fleming completely because everything is coming from Fleming. It's not coming from anyone else. So I think Fleming is the guy who is running the team, and everyone at the press conference should ask the right questions to Fleming, not the idiotic questions like why
Yeah.
is Dhoni not retiring and all those things. Ask the right question. Why is he dropping the guy after one match? Why is he playing these players after position? Why is Jadeja and Ashwin and Noor not completing their quota of overs? What is the problem? Why are they not getting adapted to the pitches in Chennai? You need to ask this question to Fleming, not the shit questions like when is Dhoni retiring. This is not a question a journalist should ask. I mean, there are thousands of more good questions to be asked on
I
a
mean, in
press
India,
conference.
only
Samujal,
I
these
don't know.
questions sells, to be honest.
of
Everyone
course.
just
These are
Samujal,
the
like
questions that will give them real.
if our journalists were so courageous, I think our journalists would not get told. So I think you should.
I mean,
Yeah,
I
these
mean,
are the
Clearly
these
take
names
questions
sell.
response
Dhoni,
from.
Rohit, and Kohli. These three names sell in the market.
Yeah, they need to ask better questions. I mean,
journalists who
what would
ask
what
gutsy
would you expect?
questions.
And
Yeah,
also,
Yeah,
I think, I
what would
mean,
you
yeah,
what you what
Dhoni
would you
is Dhoni is. I mean, a lot of light is given on Dhoni at this point of time. That is he the main problem CSK is having, but the CSK has gained
no,
other
no,
problems
no,
this season.
no,
But
no,
Dhoni
no,
is
no,
not
no.
the. I can tell you right now. There are few players in India who can hit pace as good as Dhoni can. Still, even in his
Still,
forties, you cannot find those pace hitters to finish games. Two balls, six needed. Dhoni is
and
still the
by the
guy who
time
can
Dhoni
do
is
it.
coming, the match is already finished. Now the question you can tell
Match
is
is
why
already
he's
done. I
coming
mean,
so late.
you are
Yeah,
not expecting the Dhoni of 2013 to do.
Matches
This is Dhoni of 2024. His role is different. You need to understand those things. I mean, it's not the Dhoni of
Yeah, actually, if
2023
the
who.
top order is failing and Dhoni has to come up in on the 12th over,
Yeah,
today he
what
came
will
in the
Dhoni do?
12th
I mean,
over, I think. I mean, you can't
you can
expect him
read.
to play for 40 balls and get us
Yeah,
70.
can
okay, so
those
we have a
fans
yeah.
Okay,
guarantee?
so we have got a lot of comments now. Just accept the fact CSK is playing outdated cricket. This name
No, no,
will.
we have a new viewer, Pappu Pager.
Okay,
So
okay,
can you
okay.
just take
Let's
that?
take Subhadeep. I'm taking your comment. So first, yeah, man, please subscribe and thanks for coming to our channel. Please subscribe our channel and watch it every day. Pappu Pager, I'm
He's
not sure whose fan he is. After Hyderabad deforestation, CSK suddenly and decided to plant jungle in this match. वैसे SRH को थोड़ा दिमाग लगाने खेलने बोलो तो और भी पेड़ जगेगा
Man,
उधर. Plant टुक टुक में सीता.
and Ritik,
Okay, so
that's what
let's
I
So
take
this
told.
is a
Shubhadeep's comment.
SRH
And
fan.
I'm tired of hearing this statement, invest on young players. For how many times I will say it's not their philosophy, it's a franchise, it's not an academy. We have that.
Exactly. This is one thing. Many people say that even in fact in the previous live also we were discussing about the fact
Yeah.
that this is not CSK's plan to build young Indian players. I mean, Fleming had also said that this is not their philosophy. They are not here to produce youngsters for Indian national team. They are here to win the title, and that is how the thing works for CSK. I don't think there is anything to blame CSK for that.
And Ritik,
They
yeah, we
have good
cannot take
players.
any
I
names,
can tell
but
you they have good players.
I
They
think
have good
b-
scouted players. They have Vanshwadi, who is a fantastic player. They have Andre Siddharth, fantastic player. They previously had Simarjit Singh. They do their part in scouting. They do their scouting is not about
I
just
think they've got
picking
Shaikh
the
Rashid
young ones
also.
who are
He's also
18 years
decent.
old. Yes, scouting is also about picking the old ones. Remember, Rajasthan Royals picked up Praveen Tambe, who was 42 then, and he produced a hat trick versus KKR in 2014. Scouting means picking up the performers that win you the title. So that part CSK has done. They have picked up good performers. Deepak Huda had a moderately well smat.
Yeah, they
Vijay
brought
Shankar
back
had a
Kamlesh
very good
Nagarkoti
Mustaq Ali
also.
trophy. Vijay Shankar had a very good Mustaq Ali trophy. Tripathi had not a great season, but he's a good player. So these are
They brought
good players. These are not.
Gurjapneet Singh.
Yeah, good Japanese Singh from TNPL, very good player. So they have players. They don't. It's not that they do not have the players, and they're not using their cards properly. That's my problem with CSK. They need to
I
use
Yeah,
think
their
that
one more
I
cards
mean
has
properly.
joined. I don't know who has
Subhadeep
joined.
is already Subhadeep has joined, but it's his comment only surely out of 30 minutes 27. Yeah, surely. I
I
mean, most of the
I
talk goes
trust
around
you
MS
outside.
only. Whenever Chennai plays, it goes around MS, and MS.
Subhadev, if you have joined, your video is off. So yeah, just to.
It is
Because
very tiring
fans are also
every time.
responsible for that also because fans want the name of Dhoni. So journalists also work like that. I
Ritik,
don't think
yeah, Ritik has a comment. Yeah,
it's the fault of
Absolutely.
everybody.
I think
Journalists who end up asking real questions and take up end up as Ravish Kumar opting out
like
of
You
the
brave
know,
questions,
30.
journalists are down. Like that, it's very less in number nowadays.
it's tiring every time
To be honest,
I think
it's
four
not only
games
the
this
fault of
season.
journalists. As I was saying, people will not hear you if you talk sense, if you talk about the actual analysis on all these things. People want masala in their stories and all these things.
Yeah, how many guys in India understand proper cricket analysis, proper cricket science? I mean,
People
people are
want this
only
type
excited to
of
watch
jokes.
MS Rohit Dhoni,
The
MS Rohit
problem
Virat.
is,
People want this
if
deforestation and Jaws D92
Saptashi,
jokes.
if people
and
understood
the
proper cricket
problem is
analysis,
see,
our channel would have got 2,000 subscribers by now. But it's still stuck at
exactly. So
265.
my point is, you may not understand cricket fully. It's a vast game. If there are many aspects into the game, nobody knows it completely well. But you should try. People don't even try to know the things. They have their own set of mindset
And then
and
add to that some of the commentators in our nation. I mean, don't even. I mean, the Hindi commentary is
Hindi commentators.
George D92 supremacy. You know, don't know. Also, so since a lot of you are here, let's bring up that
I think
point also.
Subhadeep was
And
saying something. I just stopped him for like that.
Shubhadeep, if you can
Yeah,
just switch on your camera.
Yeah, I've mentioned your
no, I
camera is
can't.
off.
Yeah, that is the issue. I can't open my camera. That's why I'm on audio only for this night. I mean, I just came because I'm tired of seeing CSK this year, man. What are they doing? My last game, they gave Jofra Archer 5 for 1 in the 3 overs. This game, they again struggled. That one kind of ball stopped. Ravinder wanted to close the bat phase, got out because of slowness. They're playing at Chennai. They're playing the second game, okay, third game. You should have known the pace of the surface. And I'm really understanding why Fleming is not happy. I know him. I know even after that, Fleming will come to the press conference. He will say that I'm not happy with the pitch. And the statement he said that they gave us a pitch and we didn't want to read the pitch. Man, if you can't read your own home surface track, that's your problem. That's not the problem of the curator. That's the problem of you. That is your inability to not to read, the understand your home ground. That's your issue. And today, CSK was one better short. They dropped an all rounder, went for a pacer.
Seriously, what was there to read? I mean, it was
So
clear from
Pappu Pager
TV
has a
that it
comment
was a
that why are you
completely
tired, bro?
haywire
CSK always plays tuk tuk. You should have experience of it.
No, they didn't play Tuk Tuk in the 2023 season. And once I saw that, I thought they have changed it. I thought they have got the intent, they have installed the intent, and they'll extend the good work for the next season. And it's again the same. I mean, even if you see the last year, even if MS struggled last year, he played 5 or 6 balls, but whenever he came to the ground, he was with only intent. He was going aggressive on the very first ball. This year is different. Even when we came towards the end of the RCB game, he took some time, which I'm not want to see him. I just want to see him just show you back everything. Just show the defense behind everything that comes to you. That's what you want. You want your number 8 or 7 player to do that. I mean, I know, I know we are judging MS on that, but I have to say, what's Rajasthan doing there? Shimmer Hetma, the retain Shimmer
Yeah,
Hetma for the same role that MS is
yeah.
doing for
Simran
11
Hetman is
crore.
doing the same role.
And the same thing behind Nitish Rana when they had a chance to send Simran Hetman at number 5 with 7 overs to go. They can utilize it. Obviously, they own the game, no issues with it. But they can utilize Simran Hetman better in all the 4 games that they have played in this season. But they haven't used him also. It's hard. It's hard to use those 7 or 8 number players because you don't know
No,
how
no,
to
no, no.
send them.
The
Yeah. So
Simran
Shamu just
Hetmar case is a different. Simran Hetmar case is Simran. They are trying to use him as a pace hitter, and Simran Hetmar has a slight weakness against spin. So that what they tried to do was they tried to promote Nitish Rana to play the spinners and use and take the spinners out of the attack, and then bring Shimran Hetmar who then it takes 2 or 3 balls or 5 balls to settle in, and then goes berserk in the death against the dead pace bowlers. So
Last
they
match
were
didn't
trying.
work. Last match, even when Nitish Rana got out, they sent someone else rather than Hetmar. And I was not happy with it. I'm not happy with it still. I
okay.
don't understand. Hetmar can hit the spin. He's a West
Yeah,
Indian player. He
what
has the power.
Yeah, there what happened is after last in the last couple of years, entry point has advanced a lot in cricket. So that's what many coaches do. I mean, Hessen also does that, and Flower also manages that.
Yeah,
He
even
sends
Hassan
Steve David
started
only
doing
at
it
the
with
last.
AB in 2021, I think, when
Maxwell
he
also,
didn't want.
Maxwell also. He did Max with Maxwell also in 2021, and Flower
Yeah,
does
man.
that with Team David for a long time now. He does that in Multan Sultan as well. So that part
So Pappu has
I
a comment
understand.
that
What I
Seriously.
don't understand what Arad did was why they brought another spinner when they already had Thiksana and Hasaranga, and the
Yeah,
Punjab
that's another
batting
question.
lineup entirely had 5 spin hitters: Maxwell, Shreyas, Wadera, and all those guys, and they brought
Yeah,
another spinner.
you're
That's
lucky.
nonsense,
You're
man.
really
I mean,
lucky to
they
defend
could
the
have
score.
brought an Akash Madwal and used. I mean, they won. That's a different thing, but nonsense decision that was. I mean, eventually
think
got a wicket, but you cannot bring another spinner when the entire opposition lineup is full of spin hitters. I mean, this team sometimes does decisions that are completely hard to
and I
understand.
think yeah, and Shreyas Iyer wicket was the main turning point of the match, I believe. Yeah, that
I mean,
shot
I
Shreyas
was
don't
again
think
got
so.
out in a fashion he has got out a lot of times. I mean,
No,
he
I don't
just
think
had to
Shreyas
back
Iyer.
away
I
and
think
smack it
the
across.
wicket
Exactly,
of
it's a bit of
Stoinis was the turning
unorthodox
point.
shot that Shreyas Iyer played, and he got out this
Yeah,
time.
yeah, the wicket of Stoinis was the changing. I mean, point. I mean, when they got Stoinis out, it was very hard to come back because after that there was no one who can play space. So it was done. Then after that, it was all
Yeah, there
about
was
getting
Maxwell,
uh,
Vadera, and I think
Shashank.
Shashank still they could have promoted him a bit, maybe.
Yeah,
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 Shashank
could
Singh
have, could have.
yeah, like he's
Yeah,
coming way
also
too down, I
Suryansh,
think.
Suryansh again, he's a talented kid, but I mean, finishing coming when 70 needed of 5 or something. I mean, it's not easy to straight away go berserk. Yeah, so I
Absolutely.
mean,
I think
also
at
I think
least
I would like to end it with this topic. I mean, yesterday Tilak was retired out,
Yeah,
so
I was just
I
going to
mean,
talk on that. Yeah, that was
and
ridiculous
so I will
decision
ask
in my.
Ritom straight away since he is a diehard Mumbai Indians fan. So your views
Okay.
on that decision?
I don't know why they did it, to be very honest, because when one of your players have played almost 20 to almost
And they
22
brought in
games.
Sander. It's not like they brought in a Pollard or a Russell or a Maxwell.
Exactly. If you had a very good, perhaps power hitter like Pollard or someone like that of that caliber, ha- then it would have made sense that okay, they have done it because of that. But I don't know why. In fact, Tilak had more chance of hitting a six or something like that because he was safe. I know that he was not getting the ball well on his bat. I mean, he was struggling a bit with his timing and all. But that decision of retiring him out is quite crazy, I would say, because it was not going to impact because uh, Sandler, I don't think was going to do any
Yeah, I mean,
damage.
at least they could have, if they had some real brute hitter, they could have done that. But I think Tilak had a more probability of hitting a six even in his work day.
I
Exactly,
think the
because
issue
many
wasn't
Sri Lankas are needed. eight or
Yeah,
seven deliveries are remaining. So no sense. It doesn't make any sense.
yeah, Shubhadeep is saying something.
Yeah, I am okay with it. I am okay with a retired kind of Tilak Burma. I am not okay with the period. I thought they should have done it a bit earlier. Tilak was struggling. It wasn't the fact that Tilak was not trying. He was trying his best. Every single delivery, every single 22 deliveries he played, he tried every ball to smash the boundary. Every single delivery, from the start to the
Some
last.
people are
I thought they,
some
I thought
people
they could have done it a bit
coming with
earlier.
the story that Tilak is a I mean Tilak is more close to Rohit, so he is trying to the
Yeah,
use
so
No, I
the
thought, I thought
The
when
Kalesh news is started coming already, I think.
when they
Yeah,
needed 40 runs on 18 balls at an it required of 13.33, they could have done it that time. Once Hardik was in, it was confirmed that Hardik was going to take as many deliveries as he could. And the very funny thing is, you sent Mr. Santner thinking that he's a power hitter. He will hit those sixes. And what did Hardik do? He denied the singles. He didn't even take singles when there's no point of winning. He could have actually saved a net run rate, developed a net run rate, even if Santner got something. And the frustration, there's so much frustration on Hardik. I saw that frustration when they lost that Rajkot T20 against England, when he hit the boundary and one of the fielders took the straight catch and he was frustrated because he didn't get the point. Exactly that exactly happened in Lucknow yesterday. And
and also one
I
thing,
had
Shardul Thakur bowled an excellent over to be very honest. Yeah, it was a great over. I guess he bowled a
I mean,
penultimate over if
Shardul is
I'm not
bowling
wrong.
really well. I mean, he was unsold, but now he's really fit in the LSG team nicely.
You mentioned Shardul. I just get to know that that guy, Dignesh, has been fined again for just for a celebration of a notebook style. He didn't even touch the batter. What's the point of giving Dignesh the kind of a fine for a notebook celebration? He just did it own. And it
I don't
did.
know
I
why
remember
it doesn't make sense. So what is wrong there in
the,
celebrating like that?
this is, yeah, it doesn't make sense. What doesn't make sense more is that you didn't find that guy Harshit Rana for kissing Mayank Agarwal last season in the first game against Sunrisers. They did not find him. They did not find him doing that towards the batter. Now your another bowler has done it. The celebration work. Haven't even towards the batter. Haven't even touched him. You have fined him two demerit points. Two demerit points. One demerit points last game. Now two. Another one, and he could be banned for another game.
Harshit
What's the
Rana
issue?
was fined
I
last
think,
year. Harshit Rana was last fined last year and was given a one match ban.
Yeah, I think he was banned at Wankhede.
Yeah, he was
Yeah,
given
oh,
he
one
you're
match
missed that
mad.
ban
Wankhede
and
match.
he was
Not sure
fined
what
twice
happened.
for his match fee
Yeah, one
and then
was against
second
that
time he also
Agarwal,
got a
again was
ban.
Podel, I think. DC match he
Mhm.
gave up.
Okay, okay. But I don't understand. I mean, I understand the last game that happened against Punjab when he did it with the
Yeah.
batsman. That is not. That is the wrong thing.
Bullshit
But
decision. These are BCCI's bullshit decision. They just I mean they just do this because some guys like Sunil Gavaskar is sitting in the commentary box and is talking bullshit about this is a batsman's game and all those things. It's bullshit decision. This cannot be talked and cannot be explained why a bowler celebrating is given fine. I mean
yeah,
I guess franchisee also understands and they pay the fine from their side. So
yeah, and that is another point. People are saying that he has been bought for 30 lakhs and half of the money is gone. No, the franchise paid. So there's no issue
franchise
with the player. He doesn't need to pay it. So there's no issue with the player. The franchise really pays it. I mean, how many times RCB has paid the money for Virat? I mean, there's no financial issue for Virat, but RCB has paid a lot for him. So there's no point of saying that the player has to, pay it from
Virat
his
Kohli was
pocket.
never fine. Virat Kohli was almost he does this every match. If I if I have a separate show and I can show how many types of reaction Virat Kohli has made from year one, and he has got fine.
Yeah,
I think
true.
80% of time. So bullshit
I
decision.
I
These are
remember I remember Virat giving a bit of a look to Gill that he'll kill him, like doing like cutting his neck,
Yeah,
something like
he
that.
has done this million of times. He once I remember in one of the game against KKR in 2019, he made a fist and reaction towards the family
Yeah, yeah.
members of the entire KKR dressing room. I mean, whoever they were sitting there, and they eventually lost the game. But that had also has happened. I mean, Virat has got escape route million of times. I mean, this
Yeah,
is
absolutely. He has.
bullshit
He
decision.
has
I mean.
The
actually.
rules are different for different guys in Indian cricket. So
Yeah,
I think it's been a pretty
Exactly,
good
exactly.
that
life,
will
to be
make sense.
honest.
And there is
I
no
mean,
nothing wrong, nothing vulgar in this notebook style celebration or these things. I mean, these are completely unnecessary, I would say. But this Mumbai Indians problem actually is making me concerned a little bit because the
yeah.
team is quite
So
good, but somewhat they are not able to click on the
I
ball.
am
The
happy that
focus
Mumbai is playing Bangalore. Mumbai, Mumbai is playing Bangalore next. So one of the teams will have 5 games and 3 defeats. That is a good thing. Or three, or 4 defeats. Sorry, Mumbai. If Mumbai loses, they have 4 defeats in five
Mumbai
games.
yeah, if RCB loses,
Yeah,
they have their second defeat only. Anyways,
I'm not sure how
almost
long
same.
RCB will do well in Chinnaswamy though.
no,
Yeah,
it's not in Chinnaswamy. It's in Wankhede.
it's
One day.
which
sorry.
Well,
one can.
almost the same. Almost the same ground. The same kind of conditions. If dew will come and one kere, high
Yeah,
scoring
I
ground,
tomorrow.
think
everything like it.
somewhere Dhoni has again come up in the comments. So I mean, we
I don't
said
know.
right,
This
MS
feels
is
like this.
everywhere.
We are
Dhoni
discussing
only.
about journalists. This is why journalists do not ask good questions. I think you can see this in the comment section only. They are not able to get out
Yeah,
of
guys.
how.
So I think slowly we can just pull this down. I mean, it's been a good life, to be honest. Thanks to all four of you, and the guys who have commented. It's been a pretty engaging one. We will try to
Yeah,
come for another one tomorrow.
let's just wrap up with tomorrow's game. Uh,
Yeah,
uh, Yeah, so one
What do we
thing
have?
about
I thought it's
tomorrow's
not a
game is
GT.
Hyderabad might get a pitch which will assist them because the dispute between the Sunrisers franchisee and Hyderabad Cricket Association is over.
Hmm.
And Hyderabad has not got a pitch of their liking after the first game. They played in Vizag, which was a slow turner, in Eden, which was a slow turner, and in Hyderabad they played another match, which was also a day game, I think, or no, night game, but it was also a kind of slowish wicket where they finished within 190. So that was also not the highway pitch that Hyderabad has. So tomorrow there is a high probability that Hyderabad will prepare a highway pitch again for the 280 kind of pitch, and they would again go onslaught from tomorrow, and they will play a team which is completely against this policy. They are playing against a team who believes in hyper percentage cricket, preserve your wicket, score the runs, and end up with a target. So a clash between two different philosophies and two different kind of teams. But the pitch might assist Hyderabad. So it could be a good game. It would be a game between GT bowlers and Hyderabad batters.
What is शायरी मांगता हूँ तो oh no ये जवाब मेरी बात का और देना मेरी बात का oh no ऐसा है रोम रोम तुम्हें तुम्हें एक ही सतरा खड़ा होकर फिर क्यों बोलती हो कि okay oh my god what
Kind of
शायरी
entertainment is also needed.
I will just put a screenshot of it. I put it on my status. Like, what we get in a live of CSK versus Delhi game and Punjab versus Rajasthan, we get a shayari on a male person talking some things to the female person, which is not uh not appropriate. Can't we say inappropriate? But it's not in a right way. He has juggled it, whatever. Of course she has. Where is of course she got? We have to end it.
Yeah,
Yes.
Satoshi is the one to end it.
yeah, yeah. I'm here.
So
So I
Satoshi,
think now
He's
any
eating. I think
Yeah,
he's
I think we
eating.
have discussed pretty much everything that is going around and a
Yeah.
bit about tomorrow's game as well. So let's talk after a few days again regarding
Yeah. I
what
think-
happens in the next couple of match days.
Okay.
Yes.
okay, mm,
yeah. So I think let's
that's
end
it.
this, guys. And thanks to all of you, and thanks to all those who commented also. So, cheers. Good night.
Good night.
Good
Good
night.
night.